Hey everybody, welcome to an all new video with Matt. We stopped by our local thrift store today. I love to go thrifting. Of course, if you watch the Matt's Find series on the playlist on the channel, you'll know that I love a good thrift store haul, guys. This right here was $1.25 in the toy aisle right there. This right here box is super old and it doesn't even have a year printed on the box anywhere, but I'm sure in the instruction booklet there is definitely one. So check this out. It's called Sun Power. Fun from the sun. Converts light to electricity. No batteries needed. This is like a solar energy inventors kit right here, number 105. And it says it's got different things that you can make. It's got like a beanie, a truck, and a car or something like that from what I was reading. So it sounds pretty cool. It says the kit contains one solar cell and electric motor that runs off the solar cell when properly installed. Includes the propeller, gears, wheels, axles, solder wire, and instructions on how to make the solar powered Jeep, truck, or beanie. And that would be the little beanie cap with like the fan on the top right there, or like what he's holding in his hand, or you can see the truck. So this appears to be all here, guys. Like I kind of briefly just popped it open to look inside, and it seems like it is still sealed. So let's go ahead and open this thing up and build one of these things. I just think it would be really cool to do. So that's all that's inside the box. But like I said, guys, look at that. That is sealed. So hopefully this solar panel still works under a bright light. So let's go ahead and pop this thing open, see what these instruction booklets looking like, and see if there is a a date or anything when this kit came out, because this definitely doesn't look like it's been released recently. All right, there we go. So I see the propeller, there's the motor. I guess that's the solder wire, or these are the axles for the wheels. There's your solder wire right there. That's crazy. It came with solder wire. And there is the solar disc right there. All right. There is the motor and wires. Let's check out this little motor real quick. Definitely old school. No markings on it at all. Period. Except for on the very back. But that ain't going to really tell us much right there. Sorry, see some wheels to make the truck with and stuff. But like, how do you make the truck if you don't have a truck? That's weird. All right, got everything. Oh, there goes another little solar piece. It looks like this thing must have broke. Yeah, that's exactly what happened, sir. This thing has broke. It's a glass disc, a solar power, but I just see all the little pieces come flying out. So I don't even know if this thing is going to work or not, guys. That's a little discouraging that it is broken, but that's what happens when you buy old stuff like that. So let's see. I can just tell by the instructions. This thing, I'm gonna take a guess that this thing is like from like 1983 or something like that. This is definitely like some early 80s stuff. So let's see if we can find any information on this thing right here. The paper's a little hard to grab. Let's see if there's anything on here. Just looking over real quick. It's talking about soldering the solar cell. Patent pending. It's definitely older than. Oh, come on. No, there is no indicator of how this is. It says ages 8 to 60. So this is definitely a little older than I'm thinking right there, because you're giving an 8-year-old solder wire, like that right there is the sign that it's a little older. I mean, it does not have no dating anywhere on this thing, guys. That is crazy. But just taking a look at the way the dude's dressed, he's wearing a wristwatch, all that, I'd have to say this is definitely 80s That's what I'm thinking. 80s at the most. But this is basically all that was in that kit. Like, it makes it seem like they got all this stuff inside of it. Like where it says how to make a Jeep, truck, or a beanie. And it doesn't have any of that stuff in there at all. Like, there is no truck and beanie. I mean, at least it does have the motor and stuff to make it, I guess. But it's a little strange. And we got the axles right here. I guess the wheels would have went on just like that on that one. Let's see, do we have the other wheel? I'm not even seeing the other wheel. Like, that's a drivetrain. Doesn't even fit on that part. It does on this one. I guess this motor would have went somewhere on it. I don't know. We'll look at it, but I highly doubt this solar panel thing is going to make this motor work. Let's see what we got here. See, and that went to the solar panel one side, I'm assuming. You see where it was soldered there at one time. I guess it must have been soldered in here at one point also. So I doubt we're even going to be able to make this thing work, guys. We'll try it to see if we can get the motor to spin. And like, I'm not even going to try to solder it together real quick. I'm just going to stick it on there and see if these wires will work. But that sucks. Like, it gives you the impression that you got like 3 options inside to do something with. I'm just trying to stick this through the holes just to see if it will move. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's enough panel to do it. And I don't even know if I got enough light. I do have a super bright light right here, though. We can try to see. I don't think this motor's going to work the way it's supposed to. Now, I'm sure the motor works. Like, most definitely, I'm sure the motor works. But I'm doubting, highly doubting that it's going to spin or anything of that nature. Looks like you could put the little beanie motor right there. Let's see, that panel being broken like that, I highly doubt it's going to work. I'm sure this was made to run off this full panel just to make the motor spin. So I don't know. I'm going to stick the light down right here and see if it'll charge up or anything like that. Or maybe I got the wires in the wrong spots. Like, we'll see. We'll switch it around. Oh, wow. That prong ripped right out. That is crazy. Alright, so I must say, very misleading kit. I mean, yeah, it gives you the plate and all that, you motor, but you're not getting what you think you're getting unless they sell that stuff separately. Like, if it was like some type of kit. I mean, I remember back in the day, like, my mom loved to do like holiday decorations and stuff like that. So we'd always go to a store in my area called Michael's. And they always sold cool kid stuff, like, you know, like make diamonds, or not diamonds, but like crystals. And they'd have, you know, just all kinds of cool stuff, wood burning kits, all that good stuff. And I got to play with all of that stuff. I had a wood burning kit. I had a rock tumbling one. You make your own polished rocks. So they did have some cool stuff. So what I'm trying to do is get this little prong that fell out of the engine and get it wired onto this. It's just giving me a hard time. I don't think this is going to work. Like, I've had it wired up one way, and now I got it wired up the other way, and it's still not spinning or even attempting to spin. And like I said, I'm sure the motor works. I'm just sure that this power source isn't going to do the trick. Let me see if I have a 9-volt battery nearby, though. I doubt I do, but it'd be cool. Maybe a battery could make the motor at least spin. I doubt it's gonna work, guys. Well, I'm very positive that the motor will spin. It's just gotta have the correct power source. And this one little AA battery is definitely not it. I'm just trying something out just to see if it would work. Well, there we go. That works. The motor is working, guys. I'm gonna try to get it to, I can feel it. It is spinning. Well, not spinning, but it is humming. So I know I got it wired right. It did hum, though. It did hum. But now it's not doing it. So I don't know what's going on now. But it did move a little. I felt it. It like, brrr, you know. I just think the battery's too weak. I'm going to see if I have a 9-volt somewhere lying around. I'm sure I do. Like, this solar panel is so brittle, guys. Look at that. Like, it just falls right apart. Alright guys, so after trying multiple different batteries, we finally have a winner, this D size battery right here. So let me show you guys. It does work with the battery there, which is cool. So here we go. I'm going to put the positive on the positive and then the negative to the negative side, and it should start spinning. There it goes, see? So yeah, that motor and fan does work though. So that's a good thing. This is a vintage motor, and like my father-in-law loves these vintage motors. He actually likes to make really cool stuff out of this. I'll definitely be giving this to him to make something cool. So very old little model kit. Hardly come with anything. But the motor does work though, just it won't be solar powered like we thought. So that's crazy that that glass was so brittle after all these years. It just goes to show how quick that stuff breaks down. But yeah, this is pretty fun so far. If you can just get it to hold, like if you used to like solder it to a nice like power source, it'd still be a cool little like propeller fan and stuff. So I'm gonna just do it one more time to show you guys out there if it'll hold. Oh, come on. One more time for the great people out there. There we go. It's got to be hitting the ends. There we go. So that's pretty cool, though. The motor does work. Otherwise, with the entire kit itself right here, guys, kind of super disappointed with all it comes with. I mean, literally, it came with 3 wheels, a little axle drivetrain, and then it came with a motor and a propeller. So very misleading on that. Makes you think it comes with a lot more. And I'm betting that this right here probably goes on the motor somehow. Like that probably. It engages this wheel. I guess you gotta like mount it somewhere like that, and causes that to spin if you build a car around it right there. So that is going to do it for this video of the Sun Power from the Sun little play kit, whatever you want to call that thing. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful week ahead. Peace.